So in the previous lecture, I had taken two sums on integration of polar form. So double integration of polar form, we had explained the concept and we have taken two sums. So in the present lecture, we'll continue with the sums. So let us continue with the sum. Let us take the sum. The question says, evaluate double integration of r square sine theta dr d theta over the cardioid equation is r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta above the initial line. Okay, so now let us draw the diagram. So this, you know that r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. We have seen in the earlier lecture. It is a cardioid like this. R is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. So the limits also we have seen, but here now it is only in the upper part. So my shaded region will be just the upper part of the cardioid, this way. Okay, so let us take a radial strip. Now radial strip, it will start from the origin, right, and it will move in anti-clockwise direction, that is this direction. You know it very well that this is 0, this is pi by 2 and this is pi. So now let us find the limits. So the limits of r will be 0 and it touches this cardioid. The cardioid equation is a into 1 plus cos theta. And the limits of theta, it travels in anti-clockwise direction. So that will be 0 to pi, which is 180 degrees. Right? So my final integration I will become 0 to pi. The outer limits are always for theta. The inner limits are for 0 to a into 1 plus cos theta sine theta. So now let us evaluate the integration. Here we are taking the derivative with respect to r. Sine theta can be taken outside the integration. I am not doing by I1, I2. Here I am doing the integration directly. So this is integration 0 to a into 1 plus cos theta integration of r square. So let me integrate this. The integration of r square is r cube by 3. So that will be sine theta and r cube by 3. So the limits of integration are 0, a into 1 plus cos theta. Right? And the limits are d theta. So 0 to pi sine theta d theta. If I substitute the limits, it will be a into 1 plus cos theta cube by 3. Okay. So now let me simplify this. This can be written as 0 to pi sine theta a cube can be taken outside the integration, 3 can be taken outside the integration, and this is 1 plus cos theta the whole cube d theta. So now what we will do is, you know that you have a formula. Let me write that formula, integration formula we have done in the earlier sum. F of x raised to n, here if you have f dash of x dx, this can be written as f of x n plus 1 upon n plus 1. This is my formula. So now cos theta, 1 plus cos theta, the derivative of 1 plus cos theta is minus sin theta. So I can multiply and divide by minus 1. So this will be minus sin theta. I'll do the small adjustment so I can directly integrate this. No need to open the brackets, because if I open the brackets, the sum will become a bit lengthier. So minus a cube by 3. The integration will be 1 plus cos theta raised to 4 upon 4. The limits of integration are 0 to pi. Right? So let us substitute the limits. This is a cube. You can take this 4 outside. Let me substitute the limit. 1 plus cos pi raised to 4, the upper limit, and 1 plus cos 0 raised to 4. Right? So this will be what? The value of this is minus 1. So this will go away anyway. Right? And cos 1 is 0. So this will come 1 raised to 4. And if you simplify this, you will have minus a cube by 12 minus 2 raised to 4. Okay. So my final answer for integration will be 4a3 by 3 a cube. So this is my final answer for integration. Let us continue with the sums. Right? So fourth question that we'll take on similar is evaluate double integration of r dr d theta under root of r square plus a square. This is the integrand that is given, and the region that is given is over the one loop of the lemniscate. So the lemniscate equation that is given is r square a square cos 2 theta. So let us draw the one loop of Bernoulli's lemniscate. We have seen the curve Bernoulli's lemniscate. Okay, so you know that you have to draw a line pi by 4 and minus pi by 4. So let us draw those lines. Okay, so this will be theta is equal to pi by 4. This will be theta is equal to minus pi by 4. So a lemniscate here is usually a loop which is symmetric on your both the axis. Right? So now they have given, you have to just consider one loop. So as we saw in the earlier part, the limits, now you don't have to multiply by 2, since only one loop is considered. And my radial strip that I take can be like this. Right? So this will be my radial strip, and you know that the equation for this lemniscate is r is equal to, if you take under root, this will be a cos 2 theta, because the equation is for r square. You will find the equation for r. So let us find the limits. So here the limits for r will be 0 because it is touching the origin, and then it will be a under root of cos 2 theta, the equation of Bernoulli's lemniscate. The limits for theta will be minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4. Okay, we have seen these limits, so writing will be easier now. So let us solve the integration. The integration will be minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4. And the inner limits will be 0 to a into cos 2 theta. It is r dr and under root of r square plus a square. First you will integrate with respect to r. The integrand is a bit difficult, so I'll do I1 I2 for this. If you want to do directly, obviously you're free to do directly, that will be easier anytime. 0 to a under root of cos 2 theta r under root of r square plus a square dr, right? So r square plus a square dr can be written as, again you can use those formula. You can use r square plus a square raised to minus half and r. Now clearly you can see that r square plus a square, the derivative of r square plus a square is what? Twice r. Here 2 is not there, here r is there. So again, small adjustment. You will multiply and divide by 2 so that you can use that formula for integration. So let us multiply and divide by 2. And now the integration becomes easier. So this will be 1 by 2. And 2 you can take outside. So anyway 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So that is r square plus a square raised to 1 by 2. Okay, n plus 1 upon n plus 1. So anyway, this 1 by 2 and this is going to get cancelled. So now we will substitute this in another limit. So this is the integration. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Now let us substitute the limits. Limits that after we substitute in place of r square, this will be a square cos 2 theta plus a square raised to 1 by half, and then the lower limit 0 plus a square raised to 1 by half. So now this is nothing but a square you can take outside and raised to 1 by 2. So if I take a square common, here you have raised to 1 by 2. So anyway that will come out, a will come out, right? So you will be left with cos 2 theta plus 1 raised to 1 by 2 minus 1. I have taken a common, right? So let us substitute the limits now. So that will be a into cos 2 theta plus 1. So this will be my so if I open the brackets, cos 2 theta plus 1 raised to 1 by 2, open the brackets of cos 2 theta and then simplify, you will get this. So this will be your answer for integration. So this will be the answer for I1. Whatever answer of I1 you get, that you will substitute in your equation 1. So my I will be a into integration minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4 root 2 cos theta minus 1. Now let us integrate this. That will be root 2 sin theta minus theta, and the limits of integration are minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4. So after you find the limits of integration, let me substitute the upper limit and the lower limit. That will be sin pi by 4 plus sin pi by 4 and minus pi by 4 minus pi by 4. Okay, so the final answer for integration will be a 2 minus pi by 2. Okay, so this is the answer. So these were the sums where your polar form was directly given to you and you just had to evaluate it. Now we will see the sums where direct polar form is not given. First you have to change into polar form and then you have to evaluate. So these are my type 2 examples.